Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul. With me today, Chef Amy.
Hi.
It's a little later at night. I scored some ingredients and we have company coming tomorrow, so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to make our Boston baked beans, but I refuse to call it Boston, so I'm going to call it the Halifax baked beans. Why? Because I can. So this is going to be a super easy recipe. It doesn't require a whole lot. And the most important thing is you need a bag of, this is like a 1 pound bag of navy beans. You can use other beans if you want, however, they work best with navy beans. Now, what you're going to do is just going to dump this bag into a bowl. And this is very important because we need to take a few steps to help degas the beans. Because you shouldn't eat them like this because they're going to kind of
Expand.
hard if you could eat them like this, and they're also gassy. So your stomach's going to get attacked really easily, really hard if you eat them like this. Meaning you're going to have a lot of gas, which is real. You're going to be gassy, but your stomach's going to feel it too. Your kidneys, your chest, everything's going to feel it on the inside.
Which you don't want.
And we can make jokes about this all day long, but it is what it is. You have to really watch this. It's really important. So it's 7 o'clock tonight, and we're probably going to get around to 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning before we go further with this. So for now, what we want to do is we want to soak them. And another really good bonus for this is, if you see how small they are now, wait until you see what they're like tomorrow morning.
They're going to be huge.
They're going to be a lot bigger than this. So you're going to have a lot of mass to this.
Yeah.
So that's going to get good there. This is also going to help degas as well. You can use baking powder or baking soda, one of the two. So I'm going to take 2 big teaspoons, and I think you'd call that a tablespoon. And that's about all you need of that. And these 2 steps are going to start us off. We're just going to mix this in to make sure the baking soda or the baking powder is combined in this. And this is going to help. Now, you're going to sleep tonight. You're not going to see what's going on, and that's fine. But when you're awake, until you're ready to drain this and go further, watch this, make sure you've got enough water in here. Sometimes I found that I had to get another container and scoop some out and put more water in that just so we had room, because these are going to expand. And believe it or not, just Amy, make sure you get a good shot of how much space we have between the end to the water, and see where the beans are. Let's see what they're like tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to be shocked. So this is going to be a really good dish, really easy. We're doing this in a slow cooker. There is going to be some boiling, but we'll do that first thing in the morning, so it's not going to get too hot. But we'll be back. By the way, welcome back. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Please visit www.poulskitchen.com. You can check out our books. All our recipes are all there. Also, when you click that share and subscribe and like our videos, it does help us out a lot. It helps other people see us. It helps other people know that we're out here. I'm not proclaiming to be the best, and I do understand a lot of other people do a lot nicer looking videos than mine. I don't have the expensive equipment or the know-how. I'm just here trying to help you cook healthier meals. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I'm trying to do. So my wife and I would greatly appreciate it if you take a moment and just hit the like, share, subscribe button.
Yep.
So that we can, so you can see everything we're doing, and hopefully someday somebody else will see it and they'll get something out of it. So, and that's all we really ask for. So anyways, we'll be back shortly. Welcome back. So if Amy's going to come over here and we'll see how these expanded, that helps to gas. So right now in the back here, I've got some water going, and I'm trying to get that heated so it's boiling. Then I'm going to put it to medium. Then I'm going to boil the beans for 5 minutes. Take it off the heat, let it cool down. We're going to eat breakfast before we really do a whole lot. But after that, we're going to come back and we're going to get ready to actually start putting things in the slow cooker, which is really awesome. So I've got some pork tenderloin. pork tenderloin is awesome. What do you think, Amy?
Yeah, it's really good.
Pork tenderloin is one of my favorite cuts of meat. It absolutely is. It has such good flavor. It is so absolutely amazing. And it is absolutely one of my absolute all-time favorites. And there's like nothing that's going to beat it in my mind. And this is pretty much... Pork belly is how they make bacon, but you know what? We can do this on our own. So we're going to do two things at once here. And once you get past this part of it, you're basically, literally, this is like the most intensive. We're going to be cutting up some onion soon, but you know, that's pretty much it. It's really not that hard. Now, I don't know that I need to show you boiling beans. I don't think you need to see that.
No.
No, you know how to do that. So when the water is boiling, we're going to take this, we're going to drain them out, put them in fresh water. Don't use that bean water. It's gassy and it's counterproductive because that's what we've been trying to clean. Right? So we don't want to use the old water. And the only thing we're going to add to that water is a little bit more baking soda or bacon powder. One of the two. And it's best to have this prepped because honestly, I've got other things that we're gonna have this done, but I want to have this really well cooked when it's ready for supper. And if we wait until much later, we're gonna run into issues. It's not gonna be ready. People are gonna be waiting to eat, and yeah, nobody wants to do that. That piece we're going to stick for breakfast. What do you think, Amy?
Yeah.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
I'm hungry too. And you'll have to excuse us here. We do have a really loud little kitty in the background. Now when we cook this, we're cooking it so it's cooked, but we're not going to be cooking it to the point where it's hard. Like a lot of people like really crisp bacon, but I'm gonna tell you flat out, that's not the best for you. It does turn into a little bit of a carcinogenic, and along with all the grease, that's why it's bad for you. All right, now since I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing, I'll just kill two birds with one stone. This is one of my favorite cuts of meat, and a lot of people say, Poul, aren't you supposed to use bacon for baked beans? Yes, technically you are. You definitely are meant to use bacon. That's absolutely true. However, with that being said, there's no law that says that someone's going to come and arrest you if you don't. You can use any type of pork you want. I wouldn't use ground. That would be a little bit too much for me. I do like ground pork, don't get me wrong, but it's not appropriate for this. It's not necessary. But anything else is good. You don't want it to be super fatty because that's not healthy and that's not good for you.
No.
Now, because I'm waiting for water to boil and beans to go in, I'm not going to put anything in there quite yet. You do want to make sure that you're seasoning and that you're cooking everything properly. Alright, so I'm going to use some onion powder. And that's onion powder, not onion salt. Onion salt is not good for you. Well, yes, I am going to use salt. This is low salt, not actual no salt, or not actual salt. And this is some garlic powder. And that's about a tablespoon of each. And of course, you know me, I like my ground black pepper.
Yep.
Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat on in here because we should be ready to go for cooking soon. And the last thing we're going to add is some smoldering smoked applewood. If you don't have this spice, pick it up. It's totally worth it. So I'm going to use about 2 tablespoons for this. Because, well, why not? And then, a few drops of apple cider vinegar. Because why not? You don't want to go crazy with it because it's going to taste horrible if you do.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to take my hand and, you know what, if you get some cooking gloves, these are the greatest things in the world. Because when you season things, you really want to get your hands in on it. I don't know that I necessarily want to get my hands dirty all the time, but this is good. It's mixed and that's what I want. You want to make sure you're getting all those spices and everything all mixed throughout it because it'll cook it really good. Just kind of hoping to get the water going, but it's slow. It is what it is. See, how does that look, guys?
Excellent.
So we want this cooked, but we don't want it to go hard. We just want it nice and tender. That's all we want. That other bowl, again, is being reserved for our breakfast. Amy's pretty hungry today. She said that her stomach was grumbling and she wanted something really substantial, so I guess we have to cook something really good for her. Now, if you wanted, you could have cut this fat content out. However, I kind of really like having that fat content, so I'm going to keep it in. I'm not worried about that. So we're just going to take our time. We're going to cook this down until this is ready. When the water starts boiling, that's good enough for me. It does not need to be a raging boil because we're not technically cooking them. I just want to get to the point where it's they're cooked out a little bit, so I guess I can show you that. So once the beans are in here, we're giving them 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. Once that's done, we're taking them out and we're just going to put them straight in the slow cooker. So when we come back, the beans will already be in the slow cooker. And this, since we cut it up already, this shouldn't take very long.
No.
This will be really quick. We'll finish our breakfast, we'll come back out, and we'll finish putting this in here. Yes, it seems like it's really early, but this is something that needs to be done for supper tonight. So, because it's going to be done for supper tonight, we want to make sure that it's ready. And this is the only way to do that. But I promise you, and this is just like I said, a couple tablespoons of baking soda. That's basically it. Okay, I'm just going to take this. In 5 minutes time, we're going to take this out. And no, they're not going to be fully cooked, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We're going to take this out, we're going to drain it, and it's going straight in the slow cooker. And that's basically it. So I don't think you really want to see us cook everything. Just make sure everything's properly cooked, put it off the side. This can wait, that's going right in the slow cooker. Why not? So we're going to be back soon. And we're back. So I've got 2 onions, I've got these cut up, and you'll notice how, I mean, they could be a little thinner, but they're not bad. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to dump this in here, and yeah, Amy's going to have a little bit of dishes to do, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to take a spatula, and you see that the beans are already in here. And the reason we're starting early, it's going to take at least 8 hours to get this done. And we do have company coming in. I don't want to have them here all night long waiting for food.
All day, yeah.
That's crazy. We don't want to do that to them. And here's our pork tenderloin that's completed. Yeah, there'll be a little bit of grease in here, but that's fine. That's not going to kill anybody. It's not that much. Amy, how do you feel about pork tenderloin now?
It's really, really good.
You do pay a little bit more for it, but it is a higher quality. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's actually kind of worth it. So, yeah, you do end up paying, and you'll pay for quality. But you can get cheap bacon and get nothing but fat and grease. You can get more expensive bacon, it tastes better, less greasy, but it's still bacon. And our kitty cats are having a little bit too much fun this morning, and they were all pretty hyper. So you want to take a moment, you want to stir that all up really good. And here's the trick to what we're going to do. It's going to go in low and slow. And I thought I put that out here and I didn't. Okay, I've got some water in here, and I'm going to dump some apple cider vinegar.
Not too much.
Don't need a whole lot because you'll go for it. Will taste really bad if you do. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of onion powder. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Yes, I could put garlic. You don't want it. Not for this anyways. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of allspice. And in this now I want mustard. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Cajun spice. Why? Because I just want to give it a little bit of flavor. A little bit of spice to it. We have people coming over today that are going to probably need to have a little bit of heat. And my cloves seem to have got a little damage. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of cloves. This is not a typical thing, but we're going to put some tajin in here. About a tablespoon of that. And before anybody goes crazy, I'm acknowledging it's not a normal thing. And that's fine. Then I'm going to put a tablespoon of cumin. Unlike what Amy likes to call it, is cumin, not coming.
It's cumin.
Some black pepper to taste here. I really like black pepper.
Yeah, you do.
I'm not going to add any sugar to it. We are going to be adding quite a bit of molasses. That is sugar.
Which has sugar.
The apple cider vinegar should help that. And I've got some powdered mustard. And I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of it in here. and then a tablespoon of maple bacon. Maple bacon's really good.
It is.
Maybe a little bit more than I wanted, but that'll work. All right, now for the molasses. I'm going to put about a cup of it in, which seems like a lot, and technically it is.
It's probably going to be that whole container.
It might. And that's fine. We don't use molasses for a whole lot.
No, we don't.
So that is a cup, and no, it is not the full container, but it's pretty close. Best thing about the slow cooker, guys, and really it's the fact that you can take a few minutes, get what you need to put in. If you're putting like meat that you're going to be putting on slow, cook it a little bit first. It doesn't have to be fully cooked, just a little bit, or most of the way anyways. If you're putting it on hot, then it'll cook it for you. But for the most part, you want to make sure that you're putting it at least mostly cooked. You put it in here, but you can put your ingredients in the slow cooker.
Yeah.
Turn it on. Go to work. Come home.
And you have a meal.
And in the hot summer months, you don't have to worry about, you absolutely do not have to worry about, heating your kitchen up crazy, because you don't really have to, because guess what? Slow cooker does it at a reasonable rate, and you're not going to drown yourself in, you're not going to drown yourself in the heat because of it. Just want to stir the sauce in there, and I'm going to need more water, and that's fine. I get more, but I don't. But at least the spices and everything, it's all already incorporated, and I'm going to
put some more.
I would have more, a little bit more. And you know what? I'm actually gonna put the whole thing here. When I had this from my mother growing up, it was always the whole thing. My mother does like quite a bit of sugar, but a lot of the sugar itself is going to burn out. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about that.
No.
I believe it or not, molasses does not exactly have as high of a sugar content as what a lot of people want to think. It's only 11%,
That's not too bad.
which isn't really bad. Considering that a lot of people put in a couple cups of brown sugar.
Yes.
So, I mean, who's got more sugar content here?
Brown sugar.
Hello, Alejandro. Yep, hi. Alright, so I'm going to take this. I'm going to put the cover on and
On low.
on low.
So you just turn it once.
And of course, it would help turn the.
Yes,
if I
that
actually
would
plug
help.
it in. And we're going to let this sit here for at least 8 hours. Don't keep opening it. Maybe after hour 6, you can open it,
Stir it a bit.
Stir it a bit, and I'll do that. Give it a quick taste test. But past that, that's it. We'll be back in approximately 8 hours, and we'll take a quick look and see what's going on. Welcome back, and we're finally done. We've been doing this since 8 o'clock this morning, guys. 8 o'clock this morning, and it's what, 4 o'clock?
Yep,
So
4:30 almost.
4:30 pretty
Yeah.
much. So here are baked beans. I'm going to give it a once over just to mix her up again. I mean, how do they smell?
Really good.
Really good.
And they look like they're going to be really, really good here. I'm going to turn this off now because we don't need it on anymore.
No.
But how's that look?
That looks really good.
And it's going to taste really good. I didn't put any bacon in there, so there's really no grease in it. The only added sugar in here is from the molasses. But this is going to taste really good. It's going to go down really good. So hope like to know what you guys think. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button, and thanks for tuning in.